Have you experienced a draining, damaging relationship? It might be narcissistic neglect. Dive into this video to understand and break free from its grip. Let's begin. 1. Critical self-perception. Critical self-perception is when you're hard on yourself, always thinking you're not good enough. When this happens in the context of covert narcissistic neglect, where someone important seems humble but neglects your emotional needs, it's a double blow. You end up feeling worthless because you're not getting the validation you need from the outside and tearing yourself down from the inside. This combo can lead to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem, affecting relationships and overall well-being. So, it's crucial to recognize this and seek help to build a healthier self-image. Don't let critical self-perception destroy you. There's a way to work through it. 2. Lack of self-compassion. Covert narcissistic neglect can affect a person, and a lack of self-compassion is a big part. Imagine dealing with someone who often ignores your feelings and needs. You start to doubt your worth, even blaming yourself for the neglect, which isn't fair. It's like a poison harming your self-worth, making you overly critical and perfectionistic in seeking their approval. It can lead to anxiety and depression because you're not showing yourself the kindness and understanding you deserve. 3. Guilt and shame. Guilt and shame are destructive effects of covert narcissistic neglect. You feel guilty for something that isn't your fault because the narcissist makes you believe their neglect is your problem. It erodes your self-esteem and self-confidence. You start feeling ashamed of your needs and desires, hiding them to avoid judgment. It can lead to losing your true self and a constant fear of inadequacy. Overall, this emotional manipulation chips away at your mental and emotional well-being, making seeking help to rebuild your self-esteem and emotional health crucial. 4. Difficulty identifying and expressing emotions. Covert narcissistic neglect makes it tough to understand and express your feelings. It can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and a sense of isolation. You might feel emotionally isolated, making it hard to connect with others on a deep level. It can damage your relationships over time. Emotions are crucial for personal growth and self-awareness. It's hard to learn from your experiences or make positive changes in your life when you can't make sense of them. Holding in emotions or not understanding them can harm your mental health, leading to anxiety, depression, and even physical health issues. Some people might exploit your emotional confusion. They can use it against or manipulate you because they see you struggle. 5. Difficulty trusting and letting others help you. When someone grapples with covert narcissistic neglect, they find it incredibly challenging to trust others and accept help. It's like building an emotional wall that isolates them from the people around them. The refusal to trust and lean on others can lead to severe burnout. It's like attempting to carry the weight of the world on their shoulders, day in and day out. Trusting others is a vital part of personal and professional growth. When someone can't do this, they miss out on valuable insights, experiences, and wisdom others can offer. Trust also forms the foundation of healthy relationships. If someone struggles to trust and accept help, their relationships can become strained, leaving them disconnected from the people they care about. Constantly feeling the need to be self-reliant and distrustful can affect mental health. Anxiety, stress, and even depression can creep in because of carrying such a heavy emotional burden alone. Hello viewers, did you know 80% of you haven't subscribed? If you find this video helpful, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Your support means a lot. Now, let's continue. 6. Difficulty regulating emotions. When dealing with covert narcissistic neglect, difficulty controlling emotions is a big issue. It means you're in for a roller coaster ride, as they can be super kind one minute and cruel the next. This constant emotional turbulence is exhausting. Their emotional instability can make you doubt yourself, thinking you're the problem or too sensitive. They might isolate you from friends and family, leaving you lonely and dependent on them. They can make you question your reality, leaving you feeling like you're going crazy. All this emotional turmoil and stress can affect your mental and physical health. 7. Persistent emptiness or numbness. Imagine you have a friend who's always talking about themselves and their needs. Still, they never really pay attention to what you're going through. Over time, you might start feeling like your emotions don't matter, which can lead to this emptiness. It's like your emotional cup is constantly empty and never refilled. When you're dealing with this kind of neglect, it can erode your self-esteem and self-worth. You might start doubting if your feelings are valid or if you're worthy of love and attention. That's not a good place to be. This numbness can also impact your relationships. You might have trouble connecting with others emotionally because you've learned to suppress your emotions. It's like you're wearing an emotional mask, and it becomes hard to let people in. 8. Sensitivity to rejection. Sensitivity to rejection can make you doubt yourself, leading to lower self-esteem. You might start questioning your worth and whether people like you. You could overanalyze every social interaction, wondering if people's actions or words mean they don't want you. It can cause unnecessary stress and anxiety. Some people with high sensitivity to rejection start avoiding social situations to protect themselves from potential hurt. It can result in isolation and loneliness. Being overly sensitive to rejection can negatively affect your relationships. You might become clingy or defensive, pushing people away unintentionally. Fear of rejection can hold you back from taking chances, pursuing goals, or trying new things. It's like a barrier preventing you from living a fulfilling life. 9. Lack of assertiveness. When you can't assert yourself, it can erode your self-esteem over time because you consistently prioritize others' needs over your own. Being unable to say no or express your needs can lead to relationships where your partner takes you for granted or even manipulates you because they realize you won't stand up for yourself. Keeping your feelings bottled up can result in stress and resentment. Frustration and anger may build because you're not communicating your true desires or concerns. Passivity can cause you to miss out on career and personal opportunities. You might refrain from speaking up in critical situations, like work or personal relationships, which can hinder your progress. 10. Difficulty setting boundaries. When you can't set boundaries, you may become overwhelmed and stressed. Saying yes to everything and tolerating hurtful behaviors can leave you emotionally drained. Difficulty in setting boundaries can make you doubt your self-worth. You might feel your needs don't matter, which can harm your self-esteem. Constantly putting others first can lead to burnout. Physical and mental exhaustion can result from neglecting your own needs. Insufficient boundaries may attract or keep you in toxic relationships where others take advantage of you. Ultimately, ignoring boundaries can make you lose touch with your true self and goals, as your desires get buried beneath others' expectations. Whether you've personally experienced it or know someone who has, it's essential to remember that neglect, especially when it's covert and masked by manipulation, can have long-lasting effects on your mental and emotional well-being. Remember, healing from covert narcissistic neglect is a journey that may take time, but with awareness and the proper support, you can regain your self-esteem and self-worth and live a healthier, happier life. Ultimately, it's about taking back control of your happiness and breaking free from the destructive cycle of neglect. Did you find value in this video? If yes, explore another educational video right here. Subscribe to this channel and ensure you stay informed about our future uploads.